Yo, yo, yo. I think this is working, right? Yeah, it's working. Cool beans, cool beans. Hey, it's me, Garrett. Long time no see. Long time no see. It's been a long time since I, shown my face, upload much. I released a new single, as you probably could tell, on the channel. It's out. Um, I'm still working on that piano album, taking a break from it because, you know, piano album's a lot, if you get my vibe. It's just a lot, and I just, you know, wanted to do something more fun for myself, and this is a great thing I'm doing. It's a melodica cover album where I play my favorite songs with the melodica, which it's right here. Right here, folks, right here. This is the melodica that started it all. And that's doing it all for me, which is very cool. Very happy and excited to use that. Hopefully someday I'll get like a real nice one, or like just a better one in general, but what can we do? Um so yeah, this single, Paperback Writer and Rain, two of my favorite Beatles songs. Rain in particular is just one of my favorites. It's just early psychedelic masterpiece, in my opinion. It's just very good, very fun. Yeah, just overall really liking it. Very cool. Just I really enjoy it generally. It's very fun. I like it, but anyways, yeah, I just want to check the channel, just make sure it's on, that it's working. All right, cool. It is, so. Anyways, now that we are live and in, let's get started, shall we? So let's go to the face and screen. I have like a whole setup. It's very complicated. The only problem with it is that I still cannot figure out how to hear myself. I cannot hear the music. I can hear my voice, which is, I think, most important. But I cannot hear the music, which is very annoying. I tried every possible thing, so I'm just not the best at it. I mean, not everyone's really good at computers. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I think you can. Yes, you can. That is good. So now we're just going to play, and I'll just kind of go over specific parts. Let's see, what should we start off with? Let's start off with the bass. Let's do the bass first. Let's just go up, from bottom to top. This is the bass tracks, because I copied. So actually, how I did the bass line here was a very complicated, weird matter. I recorded me playing, the bass riff in the Rain song. I started off with Rain because I just felt like really it made more musical sense to go from a slower to a faster tempo than a faster to slower tempo. Some songs do it well, but I don't know, I just felt like this song really could have used that faster lift that Paperback Writer provides, so I decided that I would do that, and that's what I did. So yeah, I just copy and paste the bass, and the bass was actually my ukulele bass. I'm just using it for most of the record, or at least like a lot of it, because it's super nice to be able to, play a bass. I had to stretch. So hopefully I think I cracked the neck. Hopefully it didn't get caught in the live stream. Anyways, right. So the bass was mixed with I did what's the word? The copy and pasted. Like I recorded me doing you know, like, here, let's just hear the bass isolated. So you kind of get the idea. I took different like do 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 da. I played that and then do da do do. Like I just kind of like play little bits because I'm not like the best bass player. The keyboard's my instrument, my main instrument. I just can't do keyboards. I mean, sorry, bass. I mean, I can't really do keyboards well either, but I try my. But I would say out of all of them, it's my best. Bass is not my best, however, and I try to play it like to the fully, but it just didn't really sound all that right. It just didn't. It wasn't good, so I just didn't do that. And yeah, let's see. It's pretty much the same here. It's like little bits and variations. But then here it kind of like I play the bass more legato, like dum 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 instead of dum 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 dum. Kind of like just kind of like a more traditional wood bass. Which what's great about having ukulele bass is that it's actually well, at least my model is electroacoustic, so I can plug it in and just with the right gear make it sound like an electric bass. But then I can also make it sound like a wood bass, a jazz wood bass upright. And this part, it was kind of like supposed to sound like very upright. So any plugins I'm using, yeah. So pitch correction, just because bass, especially when you get to like some other places, it like kind of gets out of tune. So just want to fix that. I had a bass amp. Which one is it? Oh, it's the Silva Hammer with, like, I did some adjusting, but for the most part, that is the line. And the amp, use compressor, EQ. This is the EQ I used, at least for this bass track. I just kind of like scoop some of the mids with, and I raise it, because like you want to hear it on every device. Part of the thing with mixing and like producing for me is you want a song to sound good on every device you can, like from a crappy cell phone to the best studio. You want it to sound great on everything. So one way to like a trick is like to like have your bass more present in like a crappy device is to just have it boosted in like this kind of area, like the lower mids, just so that it has that like punch. Also just has like the punch of like your finger moving the string. Just you want that level of detail in the sound, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like legato. I really like this upcoming part, I think. I love that part where I go to the F, the fifth below the root note of the chord. I don't know. I just like doing that because it just sounds full and like sounds like rich, like a rich moment. Whenever I arrange a song. So it's very fun to do. I like doing it quite a lot. So I mean that's pretty much. And then this part, what's cool is that I didn't have to like really slow down. Like I just kind of copy and pasted it. I just do that a lot because like I don't know. Like I could play it, but then like I don't know. Like the tempo thing would be just difficult, so I just kind of copy and pasted it. And also copy and pasted all of these bass lines. Again, you could just be kind of like, I mean, I could have like recorded some, be more variety. But I'm kind of lazy, so I didn't want to. And it sounds fine. Like I like the sound. I don't know. Just for me, I mean, I guess like I don't know. I just like the same. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, even when I do repeat, it's just like I don't know. I just like having just one take that just repeat. I just like that. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. So this one I actually did kind of like play differently every time. Like you notice how like here it's not the same as it is. It's not the same over here as it is over here and like this other area. I believe, yeah. For a while, I actually have it like I had it like slow down, but then I actually for this area right here where it goes to C, but then I just re-recorded it playing the actual C note. So that's pretty much it for the bass. I'm not like a bass player, and maybe actually like get a bass player to play on the stuff, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I like what I did, you know. So yeah. Oh, and then like the main like I guess multi-track. I have a sidechain compressor going to kick. Then another compressor just kind of fatten things up. A sub bass plugin just to like really like get that sub in there, just like to have it really full. And then EQ. That's what I did here. Again, so I also have like the top, like kind of these upper like, or there's just kind of mids like increased. I also have this like of course like the low increased. So it's like pretty much like this, and this, just like these two areas, just kind of so that it sounds punchy, but at the same time it doesn't sound like sloppy. It sounds like detailed. You have like the finger scrape. You can hear it, and then I cut off these area, which I don't know, may or may not have been a good idea. Oh, I am sorry. I'm so sorry. My light does that. It's automatic. My light, I have one of those automatic light things, and it turns off by itself. It's very annoying. In fact, I really want to get rid of it because it's such a hassle. I like having, like, I have to, like, even when I'm doing my homework, it just turns off, and it's like to wave my arm around like an idiot, like I just did there. So I apologize. So this is the kick. So the kick is a sample from my keyboard, the keyboard drums, and sounds nice and fat. It's good. The only thing, okay, so one of the things I realized I made a mistake, but like, I really should have like made sure like corrected this before I released it, was that the toms have lower frequencies than the kick. It's very kind of like annoying, because now I might have to do like an album mix and a single mix, and it's a kind of annoying deal. So I don't know. Because yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like when I heard it in the car is the best place to test out your mix. So definitely do that when you test your mix. And when you hear it, like I just heard it in the car, and like it was just sorry, I apologize. It's very like, yeah, it's like it had the punch, but it didn't have the fat. And really, again, I should have like been like you can literally see I got rid of too much low end. So yeah, I apologize for that, but there will be an album mix later. So, but I still like the kick though. It sounds like really good. It's like nice and punchy. Yeah, it's nice. So, yeah, like I said, it's a sample for my keyboard. And let's see, what's the EQ? There's actually automation here. I did not know that. I don't think I even intended that, unless I'm incorrect. Oh no, I did intend that. So this is the automation. I just have all these frequencies accentuated, like, and then I have a lot of the high roll off because it's unnecessary. A lot of people like keep the highs. I like to get rid of them because then it leaves like the higher bits, the higher parts of the music, freedom, like kind of like how you roll off the low end to give the high parts freedom, because the high parts need freedom too. So yeah, I got some low end here, some low mids, high, I would say like high mids and like very high mids to high. I don't know. You get the point. I just did a lot of that. So yeah. And I think I even have a bit of a duct. Actually, oh, I don't. I don't know. I remember I thought I ducked it at some point, which, if not, I really should have done that. Again, there probably will be like a better album mix. Although, I'm still really proud of this mix. Like, this is probably one of the best mixes I've had. Like, I don't know. I just really like it, in all honesty. I'm very happy with it. And so, really, that's all that matters. So, alright. Next, the snare. So this. Actually, wait. We're not done. I just want to look at it real quick. Nothing really interesting. I mean, it's not the same. It's different, but same sound. It's the kick. You know. I used the multipressor and a compressor. I put the compressor before the multipressor. And so I have it on the punchy drum settings, but I just like adjusted some stuff, just so it's like it makes like volume wise mixing. All right, snare. Right. So here is the snare. So this is what the snare sounds like. And there you go. That's a snare. So this is actually one snare. This is not like three separate snares. It's just the three different angles of a snare. That snare drum behind me, can you see it? Yes, you can. Right here. This very snare. Probably the snare that will be on most of, if not all, the album. Just because it's the only snare I have. Although I think some snares will be like either digital or like, from other sources, but I think mostly it'll be the snare. And I just recorded the top bit, so I put this very mic, the one I'm using to record my voice right now, I put it on top of the snare. I hit that, then I think I play quieter, like a tap, so you can get like that tap frequency, and then I recorded the snare underneath, and I did that, and then that's just how I made the snare sound. And it sounds really nice. It's pretty much the same. Actually, yes and it isn't. So it's pretty much the same throughout. And then it's different here. Yeah, so it's a little different because I actually bounced it and added it to my sampler, and had a different effect. It sounded different, but I liked how it sounded different. It was like a happy accident, and I just included it, and the rest of it is pretty much the same. So it's pretty much it for the snare. Again, I use a compressor, then multipressor, and this one I use a fast attack 4-band one. And then actually, here's the EQ. Got rid of a lot of low end so it doesn't interfere with the kick. I had some low mids just so I can have that punch. I got rid of this so it eliminates kind of like a buzz, but also just again allows some of the kick and the bass to breathe. This is where a lot of the kick and the bass live, so I have to get rid of those. And then just this upper bit here. Then just a little bit of that just for clarity. But then I got rid of some of the high end so that again it doesn't interfere with a lot of the high end stuff. That's pretty much it. And then the snare under a reverb, which I didn't add it to a compressor. Usually when I add reverbs I do a compressor. Maybe it might just not have the same effect. Although again there will probably be an album mix. Definitely a revision because, I mean, I'm really proud. It sounds great. but I feel like there's definitely improvements. There's always improvements, and you know what? It's okay. It's fine to have a single mix and an album mix. I mean, Stevie Wonder, who is one of my biggest heroes, did that. Then I can do it. So, these are the toms. Let's see. Yeah, they're a little tired. It's the Liverpool drum sound session thing. Yeah, very cool. I like it's a nice big sound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might have a problem. I want to hear it on my phone just to make sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we might have a problem. I want to hear it on my phone just to make sure. Okay, now we don't have a problem. I apologize for that, folks. Okay, well now I'm having a problem. Oh man, this stream is going down the toilet. I might have to just skedaddle. Don't want to do that, but I might have to. That's very odd. Very odd. I don't know why it's doing that. Very weird. I sincerely apologize. This is just, the stream's going down the toilet. I hate technology. I absolutely hate technology. I think we're all good though. Okay. Alright. These are the overheads. Right here. Let's see, anything else of note? Yeah, it's just chrome. Again, I forgot to do compress on the reverb. But it sounds pretty good. It's just that, yeah. Yeah, when you add a compressor to a reverb, it adds a lot of the effects. Like you can hear it better. Oh, I'm sorry. More clearly in the mix. So let's check out the overheads. Overheads is a big track, so we'll be here for a while. This is the overheads. So it's the high bits, pretty much. I should just call it the high bits. So this includes hi-hat, cymbals, tambourine, and just hi-hat but with the foot pedal, just other sounds like that, clapping. So apologize. So these are the high bits. Now, mixing and just getting that high bit sound, it's kind of hard. At least for me it was. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was pretty hard. Anyways. So, yeah, a lot of it's the same, like... Although I think for the hi-hat rhythm, it's like... and for... Paperback Rider, it's a so yeah, it might be a little bit different, but yeah, it's pretty much the same. There's no tambourine, and there's actually claps. This is actually, so the tambourine and the claps are actually Apple, like, I won't say loops, but like, yeah, kind of Apple loop thing. Just, you know, I mean, I have a tambourine, so. But I recorded it, and it's one of those tambourines with like the shell, so it has like a resonance to it. It's not like a only shine kind of tambourine, which is, I really should have gotten, if I'm being 100% honest with you. But nevertheless, it was just like the exact pattern I wanted. So I'm like, you know what? It's like they're free, so I just used it. You know, don't be afraid, at least I'm not, but don't be afraid to, like, use those sounds, because they're good. They're good sounds. Like, if it's a good sound that, like, helps you complete the song, then just do it. Like, it's not going to kill you. It's, like, tons of people do that. Like, it's not, like, a big, like, thing is cringe. So, and I actually use a de-esser on this. And why would you use a de-esser? Why? That's for vocals. Well, let me tell you. It's because the purpose of a de-esser is, you notice how whenever we say a s or a th or a p, well, not p, that's plosives. Just like those kind of like resonances, like I said, like a s kind of sound. It's very harsh, and so it's like you have to like kind of balance that out. It's very annoying. So a point of a de-esser is to kind of get rid of the s sound. That's why it's called a de-esser. And and it's kind of the same thing with overheads in a way. The high bits is that you want that clarity, but some frequencies can be very harsh. Like the 5Ks, 10Ks, 15K. Like those are the frequent, like some of those, I mean, it depends on the sound, of course, but some of those frequencies can be very harsh. And so it's just, de-essers are just like compressors, but they have a specific function. So I basically just add a de-esser on the hi-hats and like the overheads, so that you, again, like you retain that clarity, but but also you just keep that like, but it's also smoother, it's less harsh, it's like it's grating. So that's what I did. This is the hi-hat. I use the platinum analog tape compressor. I really like it. I don't know why. It's just something about it just seems, it's just a warmer sound, and like we like warm sounds over here. Garrett Kaplan Studios. Alright, so this is the sitar drone thing. We like sitars and we like drones. Here's a sitar drone. It's just the note G. And it's pretty much the same sound, as you can see. Pretty much same sound. And I just felt I wanted to have it just because, I mean, I don't know, I just wanted to make the track feel fuller, and having it, plus this is very psychedelic and very Indian in style, like when the melody goes re he, like it has like Indian ornaments, hey 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 hey, like there's a very like raga ornamentation that the Beatles used, and which is I love so much. So I figured it's perfect timing to just use the sitar drone. I mean, typically drones in Indian music would be used by instruments called tamburas, or along those lines. I believe they're called tamburas, or something along that nature. Look it up if I'm wrong. Anywho, I just did that. And yeah, hopefully there's not a problem. I feel like there might be an issue with my stream. There is an issue. Okay. I think we're good. I'm sorry. I probably will delete this stream in all honesty. Okay. I think we're good now. I think we're good. Alright, yes, we're good. Okay. Sorry, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm not like I'm not the big, aside from music software, I am not the biggest tech guy in the world. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I really hate technology. I really hate it. Anywho, so I have a sitar, and also I have a ton of sidechain on the sitar drum. By the way, I just have a ton of it. I have one for the kick. I have one for the snare, and I have one for what bus actually? I think. Oh yeah, I have one for the vocals. Hopefully, I did that for the organ too. I mean, I better have. I did, or maybe not. At least for one of the main organ, I did. which is good. This is what we like to hear. So, anyways, yeah, this is the sitar. We like sitars, and like I said, I want Indian vibe, so there you go. There you go. That's what a sitar sounds like. Actually, you would think I would have added a compressor, especially for an instrument that has a lot of dynamic variety, but I just didn't because it just didn't feel right. And I don't know. Something I take away whenever producing is I just do what feels right to me. I mean, typically, the rule is like, oh, instruments that are dynamic like that, I mean, there are some, like, rules if you want to make it sound good, of course. But if it doesn't feel right, then, then don't do it. You gotta do what makes you feel right. And it didn't feel right, and compressor it just didn't make sense to me. Instead I added a spreader. I used this dimensional enhancer, like, kind of patch, and I just kind of adjusted it. And it's just like, it gives it the fullness, It's like you'll hear it. It's really nice. I like it. Alright, the guitars. A lot of people have been asking me about the guitars, actually. It's very interesting. And I'm going to spill the beans. The beans will be spilled now. The guitars are not real. They're fake. They're fake. They're fabricated. They do not exist. What's it called? What's it called? They were used by my keyboard. There's a patch. I have the name of it on my phone, but I'm too lazy to get it out, so we'll never know. Well, it's a patch off my keyboard here. It's a Roland BK5, really good keyboard, and I wish I had more keys, in all honesty, but can't complain. And it is just a very good keyboard. It has a lot of sounds, and the guitar is one of them. So yeah, that's the guitar. And then there's another guitar, kind of like, so it kind of makes the sound full. They go in counterpoint, so it's just kind of cool. So, alright, so let's see, what is this one? So both of them, the reason why they sound just like a guitar, and I'll let you guys have this tip, so that if you are not the best guitarist and you want to, like, or yeah, if you're just not the best guitarist, you can just, if your keyboard's like me, you're not a good guitarist, here's a hack for you. I just had a virtual amp. It's probably the 60s one. Nope, British blend clean, but they're Beatles. It's British, so it makes sense. Yeah, I just had an amp, really, that's all it is, and had some reverb as well. Again, I keep forgetting to add compression to my reverb. Although, again, it sounds pretty good, so, I'm not going to complain. Maybe I got rid of it intentionally for these examples. Yeah, that's compressor. Use the EQ, at least for that guitar. I'm getting a little tired. Yeah, I got the low end, got the mid, got the mixed part, and yeah, I have a sidechain compression probably to the kick, and yeah, both of them are in. Actually, both of them are in stereo. Huh. Yeah, sometimes sometimes you want to have things in mono so they're clear, but other times you want to have it in stereo when you pan, so that it just you can get some of the room ambience. So, anyways, so yeah, here we go. That's guitar. So, right, alright. So guitar, that is done. Organ, time for the organ. Not much really to explain here, just the organ. So, all right. I'm getting tired. It is kind of late. So yeah, I'm gonna try again. I might just delete this live stream. I don't know. I mean, I'll think about it. Anyways, here's the organ EQ. Got rid of a lot of the low end, got rid of some of the high end, boosted some of the higher parts to get that sound, and there you go. That's the organ. It's pretty tame for the most part. So actually, the organ here. First of all, it's kind of a neat transition between this take and the other take here. Kind of interesting. It's like in the mix, you can't really tell too well, but like this, when you hear it, it's like, oh wow, there it is. Kind of neat. So, anyways, there's this. And then same thing again, just kind of swaps in and out. And then actually, here's another organ while that other organ's playing. Here it is. So, yeah. It's actually in reverse, because here's the thing. The original Rain song has John Lennon's vocals reversed. These are what vocals, this is what doing vocals sound like, look like. Yeah, those were reversed. And I have this, both organs. See, this time I do have a compressor. So I didn't always forget. Some reverb. My favorite reverb plugin is Chroma Verb. I just love, again, a punchy room thing with some added stuff. I just love Chroma Verb. It's just it just gives you so many options. And just, I don't know, I just really like it. It also just looks really pretty. So another one I like is the Space Designer. It's also really fun to explore. I have other reverb plugins that I don't really use all that much, but I really should explore that next time I make a song. So there's that. Yeah, there's the backing for the second verse of Paperback Writer, the like that kind of like bit. And then here's the organ solo. The organ solo. This was I believe this is, I think this was correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this was done in one take. Okay, so this was done in one take. However, it was longer, and I just got rid of a bunch of it, and I just kind of swapped it. So that's what I did. And so I really like it. I was considering doing a lot of retakes for it, but then it just kind of grew on me. So I liked it. So that's all that matters. Anyways, there's that waveform right there. There's that. That's the organ for you. We are getting close. Oh yeah, we're pretty much almost done. And then I'll just talk about some arrangement stuff. So here's the backing vocals. So yeah, we have a lot going on here. So we have start with Rain here. So this again, I can't like hear it because it's very annoying and dumb and stupid. So this part, it's probably the na 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 na. It's probably that bit, and I was trying to recreate the harmonies that were done. Although unfortunately, the only real mix you can hear is like the 1970 George Martin mix, which I mean, no shade to Jordan Martin, kind of sucks. So I mean, the best mix we have is on YouTube, which they need to release that as a mix that you can stream. It's very annoying. I hate that. But hey, what can you do? Anyways, so all of these tracks have pitch correctors and compressors on them. Actually, not all of them have compressors, but some of them do. These two have compressors. I just had a pitch correction. I don't know why these are different EQs. I'm weird. I don't know. I'm so random. Anyways. Yeah, so these are the volumes change. Yeah. And yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, I have to have pitch correctors for some of them, for all the tracks, because the melodic I have is actually out of tune. It's like sharp, so I have to flatten them. So, anyways, so what's next? Oh yeah, let's talk about the main track. We can look at some of these. So here's the backing vocals for that. So, right. Alright, that's the backing tracks for that section. I believe that's the yeah, okay, so that was the middle part of Rain. Yeah, so I wanted to have like a kind of a chamber, like you were in like a church or something. I also just wanted to make a reference to one of my favorite songs, Good Vibrations, and like the C section of that song has kind of a part where the gotta keep those loving good, that part, and it's like very echoey and it's like spacey, and I really like it. So I wanted to kind of recreate that vibe, and so I did that by having the kick and the tambourine is like shh shh. I believe that's how it is in the song, or it's like psh, psh, like one sound. Yeah, it's shh shh. I don't know, almost like very pagan or like ritualistic. Really cool. I like it. And so I add some extra harmonies here and like a little bass harmony. Pretty cool. And then like yeah, you hear the vocals for Paperback Writer. And you can hear like the delay. It's really cool. Let's see. I like the do 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 do, and you know it's cool. Every time I play it on here, it's like slightly different because so it's not the same as the recording, which is kind of interesting how that happens. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully it sounded good because again, I can't hear anything. I hate technology. So you hear some of the here's some of the stuff. I forgot if it was solo. There you go. Oh, I forgot to like really Garrett. Let's fix that. There you go. I now fixed it. Now fixed it. Alright. So there's that. And then here's some more of the harmonies here. Yeah, it's the same thing. But yeah. And that's it. So I was gonna like do the organ bit, the on the melodica, but I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. So I just didn't feel the vibe. So I didn't. So let's talk about the effects on this chain here. We have compressor, a vintage compressor, because I wanted to do the vocals kind of vintage, because vintage song. Then we have a de-esser. Melodicas need de-esser too, because some of those frequencies can be very harsh and annoying. There's another compressor actually. Kind of like to make it sound fat and full. And then and then there's again boost kind of in the mids, dip in the highs, and cut in the bass. A lot of it. And then let's see. So So this is the reverb. I do have a compressor, and even have a compressor for the delay. There's a tape delay here. And what's cool is that there's some automation here going on. Let me skip to the Paperback writer a bit. There you go. You'll see, look over here. Or am I in the wrong bit? Oh no, I was in the wrong bit. I apologize. So yeah, look over here, right here. Oh, you see that? Yeah. That's really cool. I don't know if it came up properly. I don't know what is up with this. So yeah, oh, see, there it is. Here, I'll go back again. Yeah, look, I'm sorry, I keep looking at it. It's really cool seeing it go up. Ah, so cool. I really like that. Very satisfying to look at. So there you go. And yeah, last but not least, the lead, the main guy, lead tracks. So here's the session for that bit. So okay, so let's go look individually. So yeah, so some of these, okay. Audio 23. This is the part I was most excited about the Logic session, like doing this live stream. Very excited for this bit to talk about this other part. But let's talk about this one first. So basically, it's just a straight up melodica thing with pitch correction and compressor, and that with the reverb. With some delay on it, I believe. Oh no, that's for like the fade out. So that's that. Here's the EQ for that. Very fun. This one, as you can see, there's a ton of plugins. Like, I'm talking like a ton of plugins. Just because it just felt like it required it. In all honesty. So here's what it sounds like. It's very odd. It's very cool. So you might be wondering, how did I do that? So first thing is, I turned up the gain. That's what it did. Thank you. Good night. Then I use pitch correction here. I use ensemble. I use the ensemble plugin, pedal, whatever you want to call it. Here's the settings for it. 4 voices, kind of spread, 50% mix. Then I did a phaser with the ensemble. So there's like a phaser here. It's like every 2 bars it's phasing. And then the declick, because it was clicking. A compressor, EQ. This is the EQ for that. Because I wanted to be a little bit different from like this other vocal line. This is the EQ. Wait, do I not have it on? Or am I like... Or am I tripping? Wow, I actually did not have it on. That's so interesting. I must have like just not liked it anymore, which is a shame because it sounds cool. Like, um, like I guess I can understand it. It would be a lot and interfere with things, but at the same time, it sounds really cool. I know that there's a delay. Uh, so here, just for the lulz, let's turn it on and see what it would sound like with it on. I can't hear anything, so you'll have to make the judgments. I remember it sounding pretty cool, and like what's even cooler is if I just isolate like the back, which you can do in software now. You can like isolate the reverb, and like this kind of sound has like a pedal board. Uh, it's a phase pedal with a reverb and compressor. Like, oh wait, it's not working. I don't think it's working. It might be working. I don't know because I can't hear it. But yeah, it wasn't. All right. Well, that's what that sounds like. If I liked it, then it'll be in the album mix. So yeah, and then these are kind of like I had I had a like more reverbed version of like a line for this part. That's probably why it sounds more echoey. And then there are some of the backing vocals for Paperback Writer here. I don't know where the other one is. Oh wait, this is the other one. There's two, and then yeah. And then there you go. And that, my friends, is that's it. That's the session. Those are the song. That's the song. Yeah, we pretty much looked at everything. I guess I'll just talk about just my process of the arrangement. Because that's also important, I feel. Let's go to the face. There we go. And, yeah. Just want to, talk about the arrangement, I suppose. Yeah, so when I originally wanted to do, I just wanted to, I wanted to combine the two right off the bat. Just because I feel like, it, trying to think of the right word, I wanted to, combine them because they were A-sides, like, they were singles. Paperback was the A-side, Rain was B-side. And just felt like they were just a great combination. They were both in the same key. They're both kind of that early psychedelic style. It just kind of worked. And I felt like it just the vibe just kind of matched, So, yeah, I just kind of did that. And I wanted to just kind of keep faithful to the original recording. Sometimes and you'll hear this on the album, you'll hear songs that have been diverted quite a lot. But you also hear songs that are also fairly normal and like the original. So, I just try to like do a balance, and I just felt like for the song, I didn't want to like interfere with it too much, because I felt like it would be, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. You gotta go with your guts, and so that's what I did, and I went with my guts, and yeah, I feel like it went well. I really like it. This is probably one of my favorite things I've ever made. Honestly, I love it. I actually listen to it. Usually, whenever I make music, I am very embarrassed by it, and I always hate when people listen to it. It's just kind of cringy for me. But this, I'm not though. Although maybe it's because I didn't write it, maybe because I didn't make it. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, and it was great. Like, and I worked really hard on this mix. Granted, as you heard, it's not perfect. It definitely will have a improved album mix where everything's even better, because that's the goal, is constant improvement. Although, hey, if I can't, then I still think this mix sounds pretty deep good. Like, at least, like, it's probably one of the best mix I've ever done, so. Yeah, but just, yeah, I mean, I did a couple different stuff. I had the drone and the organ and, yeah. But no fancy jazz chords, I'm sorry. For those of you who want a fancy reworking jazz fusion arrangement, I'm sorry. This is not. I just didn't want to do that. I don't want to like. This album is not to be taken seriously. It is just dumb. It's a melodica album. It's not supposed to be taken seriously at all. So, let's see. Without further, I think that's it. I think that's really all I have to say. I guess I just want to say, I've been live for about an hour. So I just want to say, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. Really appreciate every one of you who's been supportive of my music over the past couple of years. And now it's great. And I hope you guys watch this, enjoy it, find it informative. And if you guys have any questions, you can always ask me. I'm more than welcome to answer it because, yeah, be kind of cool. Yeah, I believe that's really all I have to say. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, have a good one. Wherever you are, have a good one. Hope everything's well. And yeah, have a good day. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.